A narcissist's low IQ is directly linked to their face. That sounds weird and unbelievable. I know, but stay with me because I'm going to show you how this plays out in real life. You may wonder, is intelligence quotient IQ related to a person's emotional capabilities? Because we think of counting numbers and remembering things when assessing someone's IQ. Where does that come into picture? Well, in my opinion, true intelligence is the ability to think in mature terms as well and behave sensitively, most importantly, appropriately when a situation demands empathy. This is where most narcissists fail. They fail in empathy, fail in maturity, and their face tells on them every single time. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and today I am going to talk about 5 facial features all narcissists with low IQ have. Before getting started with number 1, something important for you to know: I'm closing doors to my Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse membership community very soon. If you want to get in at a founder members prize, click the link in my description. I will see you on the other side. Number 1, laughing at someone's pain. This is the first giveaway. When something painful happens to you, what does a narcissist do? A narcissist with low emotional intelligence will laugh. The laugh is not a quick nervous release. No, it stays longer than it should. The cheeks lift, but eyes do not soften. The eyes may narrow. The mouth may open a little too wide. There is a delay before they stop. They look at you to see if you are noticing. They're checking if the laugh landed. Now, why? Why does this happen? Because empathy requires mental effort and true emotional maturity. A healthy adult reads the room. A healthy adult reads your face and your voice and shifts. A narcissist with low IQ in the emotional sense does not read the room because they can't. They enjoy the emotional imbalance because your pain means power to them. They may shrink while asking, "Are you serious?" They may say, "Come on, it was a joke." The face looks bright when you are dim. That brightness is not life, it is feeding off of you. Facial feature number 2, jealousy that drains the face of shine. This second sign is very important. You share good news, you look nice, someone praises you. Watch the narcissist's face. Before words, the face falls. The posture drops a little. The skin looks dull in a flash. The lips press flat. The jaw tightens. The breath shortens. The eyes lose light and they go blank or sharp. There is a small freeze. Then a fake smile arrives that does not touch the eyes at all. This change is fast. There is silence. You may miss it the first time. Once you know, though, you cannot unsee it. Now, why? Why do they do this? Because your rising means their control is shrinking. A narcissist with immature intelligence cannot hold two truths. They cannot celebrate you and feel secure at the same time. No. So the face shows loss. It loses warmth. It loses ease, the human glow that real happiness brings. You may also notice the posture changes. The shoulders roll forward, the head tilts down and then up with a forced grin. The voice rises in pitch as if straining. They may shift topics. They may throw a small jab as a joke. The face tells you first. It says, "I'm not happy for you." Believe the face. Protect yourself in that moment. You do not need to dim your news. You do not need to offer disclaimers because that is what we tend to do. You may hold your jaw. You may reduce exposure later if the pattern repeats. Jealousy that drains the face every time you shine is envy. It is competition in a relationship that should not be even there. Facial feature number 3, sulking and eye rolling. The third sign shows when they feel threatened by someone else's presence or success in any way. It may be your friend, your coworker, therapist, your sibling, or even your peace. The sulk arrives like a child in an adult mask. The eyes roll, the chin drops, the mouth pulls sideways, they puff the cheeks or release a long performative sigh. The gaze goes downward, then sideward. The head tilts away as a bored. This is not a one-time thing. It repeats whenever someone else in the room commands respect or when you hold a clear boundary. Why do they do this? The question, because a narcissist with low EIQ cannot regulate envy and fear at the same time. The system overloads. The face regresses. You are looking at an arrested stage of development. The face says, I feel small. The behavior says, I will make you feel smaller. Eye rolling is contempt without words. It's a quick dismissal of your reality. The sulk is a demand. It is saying, pick me. It is saying, drop them. It's saying, feed me, or I will punish you with silence or drama. You may notice they stare into the distance while you talk. They blink slow and loud. They do a tiny head shake. They pretend not to hear you and then pretend you said nothing meaningful. When you see this, do not chase, because that is what they want you to do. The moment you chase, you train the behavior. You may stay neutral. You may finish your sentence and move on. You may refuse the bait. Over time, your steady face and steady tone starve the sulk of oxygen, and the eye roll loses power when you stop performing for it. Which brings us to facial feature number 4, mocking mimicry of your mannerisms. The fourth sign is really cruel. They copy your voice, gestures, your walk, and your laugh. They exaggerate what makes you, you. They do it to turn your uniqueness into a joke. Watch the face as they do this. The eyes are alert and hunting. The mouth curls into a slow smile while they scan for an audience. The eyebrows lift with fake innocence. The head jerks back in a show of confidence. They may lean into crowd your space while performing your own body back at you. You know why do they do this? Mirroring the power move when used without care. Healthy people mirror to build connection. Narcissists use it to control and shame. Low emotional intelligence cannot hold the beauty of difference. It wants sameness under their rule, or it wants your difference under their boot. The mocking face is a theater mask. It needs claps, it needs witnesses, it needs you to shrink so they can feel big. When you see it, freeze the frame in your mind. Remember the expression, the narrow eyes, the pleasure in the mouth, the quick glance to the side to see who is watching, the tiny pause to let the joke land, then the fake concern that follows if you look hurt. They may say, relax, I'm just playing. You do not need to explain yourself in that moment. You may say, stop copying me, and keep your tone flat. You may leave the space. You may mirror back a boundary. Your calm face will feel like a mirror they cannot control. That is why they may escalate. So your exit is your ultimate safety. What I'm trying to say is, do not react to them. If you notice this behavior, understand it for what it is, process it, don't take it personally, then find a way out, or somehow distance yourself from them if you cannot leave. Facial feature number 5, contempt and chronic dissatisfaction look. It is mixed with boredom. It looks so weird. Nothing satisfies them, does it? They hate everything and everyone because nothing fills the hole inside. The face tells that story though. One side of the mouth lifts in a small sneer. The nose wrinkles as if the world smells bad. The eyes scan for flaws all the time. The eyelids half close in a fake I'm about this stare. There may be a small huff of air through the nose. There may be a quiet laugh with no warmth while they look away. Why do they do this? Because contempt protects the fragile self. If everything is beneath them, they do not have to face their own emptiness. A narcissist with low emotional intelligence cannot meet life as it is. Life asks for participation. Life asks for repair. Life asks for gratitude. They avoid all of that by living on a stage in their mind. The face becomes a billboard for dissatisfaction. You will notice this face when you share simple joys. You show them a sunset picture. You cook something small and sweet. You invite them to a friend's gathering. The face says no before the mouth does. The jaw sets. The gaze goes through you. Later they may nitpick the food or the people or the place. Nothing is ever enough though, because being filled would remove the drama that keeps them busy all the time. What should be your response? Simple. Stop trying to entertain contempt. You cannot love someone out of chronic dissatisfaction. You cannot spoon feed gratitude. You can step back. You can let the sneer say what it is saying. You can share your joy with the people who you know will reciprocate. Which one of these facial features have you personally experienced? Let me know in the comments. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.